Everyone. So in this video, we are specifically going to focus on the luteal phase, which happens right after the ovulation phase. So now that ovulation has occurred, we move into this phase. So the first thing that's going to happen early on is the body's preparing for the possibility of pregnancy. So we're going to have moderate levels of estrogen and progesterone that are going to be because of that corpus luteum that surrounds the egg. And this is going to prevent the negative feedback mechanisms that we know, right? So typically what should be happening is what we're going to talk about in 2 seconds down here. But what should be happening is that negative feedback loop that makes sure the body doesn't have too many of these hormones and keeps itself regulated. However, the first thing we're going to do is just make sure that we are ready for pregnancy just in case there is implantation. If there is not implantation and there is no pregnancy, we are going to see high levels of estrogen and progesterone. We did not talk about progesterone in the last couple of videos. However, just imagine it going through the same process as estrogen, right? So when we have estrogen being released, and I'm going to go back to that image real quick so I can show you, right? So when estrogen is being released, then what's going to happen is, just like we talked about, it is going to inhibit the release of FSH, as well as inhibit the release of GnRH, which again does the same thing, stops FSH as well as LH from being released. So that's important to keep in mind. When you have low levels of LH, luteinizing hormone, this is going to cause the corpus luteum to degenerate. It's going to break down. So if you have low levels of LH, that corpus luteum will break down, and then from there, the egg will break down and no longer be viable. So if you have any questions on anything to do with the luteal phase, or any of the phases, or anything to do with hormones, or anything on the female reproductive system, please let me know.